All right. It is fight weekend. Artur Beterbiev, Dmitry Bivol in the best 175-pound fight since Sergey Kovalev got knocked out by Andre Ward several years ago. I think that was back in 2017. So I think this is the biggest and the best light heavyweight fight in the last 7 years. And I'm going with Beterbiev, and I'm going to tell you why. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be talking about this great fight. People have been asking me, when are you going to make a video about it? When are you going to make a video about it? When are you going to talk? Hey, man, appreciate you wanting to see me talk about Dmitry Bivol and Beterbiev. But now is the time we can talk about it because the fight is tomorrow. If you guys are not familiar with it, please tune into ESPN Plus. If you don't have ESPN Plus, get ESPN Plus because this fight right here is a classic. You have Bivol, both undefeated fighters. Dmitry Bivol, roundly considered to be one of the top 10 pound-for-pound fighters in the world after he had beaten Canelo Alvarez, and they backed that up with a win over Zurdo Ramirez. You know, just looking good, man. Looking really, really good in his career right now. Had some wins over some kind of lower level opponents on some rehab cards. And now he's going to fight the beast. And I'm going to tell you, man, I think Artur Beterbiev, and I've been saying this a lot, man, I think Artur Beterbiev may be the most naturally gifted fighter in the world. I think we talk about people's talent and their skills and all of that. Artur Beterbiev got talent, like other level talent. Not in the way that most people's talents are shown. Like, he's not talented like Floyd is talented with He's not talented with that. That's not his talent. Dude, this guy's talented. Is this. Artur Beterbiev is so precise with his punches. His punches are so short. I mean, I think Artur Beterbiev got the shortest. He may have the shortest, crispest punches in boxing. It's just here, just from here. I mean, he doesn't. His elbows are in. You can't really tell where the punches are going because you don't know where the elbow's not foreshadowing it. Shout out to Echo. And you just see him just bah. And just a little just that little be having people shook. So that's the talent. He's super, super heavy-handed. He's super, super strong. The punches coming off that dude don't look like he's throwing hard, but they're landing like bricks. And he stays in your face. And his ability to cut off the ring is crazy. Like, people keep saying, oh, they're going to move on Beterbiev. Dude, Beterbiev will take a half step back and cut you off from a half step back. Like, one of the things that I've seen Beterbiev do is when he sees a guy shifting, man, he will not try to get close to them. He'll actually take a step back and wait for you to shift there, and then he's coming straight to you because he doesn't have to work as hard to get to you. When instead of just you're here and you can slip all the way out, no, that man backs up just a little bit so you're still within his range of movement. So he doesn't get too close. He doesn't cover himself. He's extremely smart. And then you look at the damage that he's done through his career. Easily the most underrated fighter in all of boxing, Artur Beterbiev. Easily the most underrated fighter in all of boxing, and he's been the most underrated fighter in all of boxing for years. Man, if y'all don't remember what he did to Wojciech, the guy that, watch this, the guy that just went the distance off of a couple-year layoff with David Benavidez, when he was younger and fresher, and he had just come off destroying the former heavyweight champion, shout out to my guy, Adonis Stevenson. Man, Wojciech ran through Adonis Stevenson. Then he fought Beterbiev, and Beterbiev put him out the sport. He put him out the sport. Like, he was gone for years with the battering he took from Beterbiev coming off of Wojciech having beaten Adonis Stevenson. So when I'm telling you, man, this dude Beterbiev is like that. He's dangerous. Now, Bivol can fight, and he can fight from the outside. He can throw a little bit on the inside. Not a tremendously big puncher, but he's got fast hands and he's smart, right? And he's mature. He is experienced. The thing for me, though, is that the Bivol is going to have to put something on Beterbiev. He's going to have to get some stuff. He's going to have to sit down on shots that are going to make Beterbiev in the later rounds wear down. Because if he doesn't, and these guys are exchanging or these punches are landing, and I'm telling you, it's like Tank. Man, you guys be thinking Tank are losing these rounds, bro. These guys can land 4 punches. They ain't worth 2 of his. Them little fluttering, the little flurries and all of that stuff that people be doing, dog, that ain't the same thing as when these dudes be sitting down and cracking you. And when you got Beterbiev, who doesn't have to load up, they can really hit you as hard as your full, man, Bivol could hit somebody with a full out straight right hand, all kind of torque in it, and he still might not have the power that Beterbiev has just by turning his shoulder over. Just by, you know what I mean? Really just by, He probably doesn't. I mean, a lot of times Beterbiev ain't really got to fully extend his arm. He'll just, and that stuff shudders you. So it's a really, really, really good fight. It's a really, really good fight. And I'm not saying I don't think Bivol can win the fight. That's what I'm saying is a must-see fight, because I could be wrong. Definitely Bivol has the skills and Bivol has the size. He's got all kind of stuff. And they're both from Russia. They're both familiar with each other. Same time though, the only way I think Bivol beats Beterbiev, no joke, is it because Beterbiev is almost 40 years old. Because Beterbiev is almost 40 years old. And Bivol is going to need Beterbiev to get full-fledged old right away. And I'm going to tell you, man, Beterbiev beat up Alexander Usyk. Now, Alexander Usyk won the fight, but you better believe Beterbiev's putting hands on Usyk. Go watch Usyk and Beterbiev's amateur fights. You'll see. That dude Beterbiev is every bit as big as Usyk is. Every bit as big as Usyk. Maybe a little smaller than Usyk, but right around the same. So, and he's trouble for Usyk. Bivol better have an A game for this killer. And I know that but see, the other thing is, if it goes to the scorecards, which Beterbiev has never gone, more than like they're going to give it to Bivol. Because Bivol is, I would say that Bivol is the house fighter. I would say that Bivol is the house fighter. So the judges and all of the people in the room really want Bivol to win the fight. I do think that there's some things around Beterbiev and the way Beterbiev is that doesn't make him necessarily as marketable as other people are. Him being Muslim being one, the beard, right? The very stern, just serious business-oriented self, and the fact that he will probably kill the dude that you put in the ring with him. Lonnie, my guy, what's my name? Lonnie B. Man, when he was talking about Beterbiev, he was like, look, man, this guy's just different. Like, man, I've never seen anything like this guy hitting me, man. And this dude, I'm telling you, Lonnie is a cocky dude. And the way that he talked about Beterbiev, man, these dudes are like, man, no, that dude's an animal. So I'm gonna go with Beterbiev because, I'm gonna go with the guy with the power and the technique and the experience and who really has done damage to people. And I do really believe that a lot of the things said about Beterbiev and the fights with Beterbiev, some people I don't think like these guys are really close to Beterbiev in these fights. Like when he fought Anthony Yard or when he fought, I don't care who he fought. Everybody he ever fought. If you're looking at it and you see during the fight, these guys, especially these UK dudes, are always want to act like Beterbiev's losing. Oh, this guy's getting closer. Nah, this dude is getting broke down, getting beat up, and he's not going to get out this fight. Because this dude, you can see him wearing him down. You can see it. It's like Antonio Margarito when Antonio Margarito used to have that plaster of Paris in his gloves. Except for this dude ain't got plaster of Paris. I can't wait to see the fight, man. And again, like I said, I'll go with Beterbiev, but I'm not counting out Bivol. And for everybody that says, oh, you're not really making a prediction, that's soft. Bro, this is boxing, man. And by the way, this is life. Sometimes you don't know who's going to win. It's just a fact. And that's great because guess what? If you don't know who's going to win, that makes the fight more enjoyable for you. And you can sit down and enjoy it and be like, ooh, what is this going to happen? What's going to happen in this? But if you know who's going to win, then the fight's not as interesting. So I'm not one of these people that are going to say, oh, I know Beterbiev's going to win and there's no argument under which Bivol can win. That's just not true. That's why the odds are not 100% for this guy and 0 for the other. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.